Oh. Hey guys.
Hello.
We thought we'd just tune in really quickly. So this is basically real time, 2 days before the episode drops, just to give you a rundown on what's coming.
So we are now in Kununurra, as you now know. We have explored a hell of a lot of this place. If you've been following us on the socials, you understand that we have been here for some time. I think we're coming on to 8 weeks?
Yeah, it's been a fair while.
It's been a bloody long time. So a big reason why we've been up here for so long is we wanted to really capture how good Kununurra is and the Kimberley, everything that's around here. Because
he likes it too.
So basically, yeah, we're in a nutshell, we wanted to capture everything that you could do up here because we've been told a lot of people come through here for like a day, a couple of nights, not even a week.
They book most of their time at Broome.
Yeah, they go straight through to the other side of Broome.
Kununurra is a place to fuel up.
Yeah, and it's a shame because
this is where everything is.
Not only has Sean been up here half a dozen times and her dad lives here, but I've had to live vicariously through them about how amazing it is every time she comes back and tells me about it. But to come up here and actually see it and know where to go it's absolutely stunning. It is a really, really beautiful place.
So yeah, basically what we're going to show you is how cool Kununurra is, how cool it is to be here in the wet, so you don't have to come in the tourist season. That the Kimberley has a lot to offer, and it's not just in Broome. So it's not just the beach and the camels that you need to see in Kimberley. There's actually Kununurra. And if you miss Kununurra, you've missed a lot.
You have missed a ton of stuff.
At this stage, so I've partly edited some of it and partly I haven't edited all of it, but I think it's going to be about 8 episodes, which is going to be just the Kimberley. It's just enjoy it. Please enjoy it and make sure you add it to your trip, add it to your agenda. Hey.
Soak it up, and you'll understand exactly what we're trying to explain.
In a few episodes' time.
Yeah, just in a few episodes. It's really just a mind-blowing place.
And one other thing.
What's that?
This is the first time we've been real time since before the Cape. So back when we were in Cairns, we went to the Cape and we had so much content. We just fell
ended
behind.
Up 2 months behind.
And we've never been able to get in front.
No, it's just been getting away and away and away on it for so long, and to be able to be real time and literally doing it that week and then just putting it into an episode and then showing you guys,
it's going to be so cool. So all our socials and YouTube, we'll all talk to each other now and it's all going to make sense. None of this, your car's had that done but this hasn't happened, and everything will be the same. It's
been a bit blotchy, and I think we've done really well, or Sean's done really well to try and piece what we can together to try and make it look like it flows. But it's really not. It's like bits from over here and bits from over there and weeks of content from over there, and we're trying to glue it together and make it look like a video. So it's going to be really cool to have it as a real time up to date
Kimberley.
Video.
The Kimberley. If it's
Kimberley,
not on your list, add it. You will
have to come up. I've just on the socials we've convinced people to come up here in the wet already because of what they've seen from what we've done.
I'm waiting until you see it all. Oh my god.
I'm really interested to see what you guys think, and if you love it as much as what we have.
Come on.
And if you have the opportunity, seriously, just do yourself a favour, pop in, stay for a week, go and check out the Kununurra Information Centre. Talk to some of the locals, because that's where you get
the
most of the information. Like half these places we've done is only because of local knowledge.
Or some of them aren't on wiki camps either, but the information centre knows, the guy at the pub knows, the person who's at the caravan site next to you that went there last week knows. Just talk to people. You will find it all if you don't see it in this series, because there is so much. Oh my goodness. You want to say bye, Jack? You want to say bye? You say bye.
So if you guys love it as much as us, tell us in the comments below, because I would love to hear everybody's feedback on this one. But until then, enjoy the series. And we'll see you when we hit the West Coast.
Yes.
Real time. Cannot bloody wait, I'll tell you right now.
Yay.
Anyway, alright guys, tune out and see you on the other side.
Enjoy this episode.
Bye. Well, it's that day today. WA, baby. Only issue is we've gone from a really high to a bit of a low straight off the bat this morning. So we had a couple of issues just before we left Darwin with our power lead, and there was a bit of black inside the head, and it looked like it had been frying or there was a shortage there somewhere. Didn't think too much of it because it was still working. It's been fine for the last 3 stops, but just packing up here this morning, I've taken the plug out, well tried to take the plug out, and it was like stuck, and I was like, what the hell? So I pulled on it a little bit harder and it came out, but it took one of the prongs out with it. So this is what's happened. You can see there I'm missing the top right prong, so bit of a dilemma, but from my understanding these are pretty simple. You just take these off, and then behind there you just literally unplug this piece here and buy a new one. So we're currently on the phone, well Sian's on the phone currently right now, to see what she can find. We just called her dad because he lives in Kununurra and he knows a lot of the locals and just where everything is basically. Instead of going to Lake Argyle like we planned today, looks like we might be going straight to Kununurra, so, which is not such a bad thing because Lake Argyle's literally like half an hour outside of Kununurra, so we're going to be there for a little while. It's not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, it's funny how plans can change so quickly, so all good. We'll get it sorted. Hopefully we can get it done by tonight because it's still quite warm up here, and have no aircon overnight would be not very friendly at all. I can see something on the map. It's a big white line and it says the border. Holy hell, we're here. Big line there. This has been a very big moment getting to here.
It doesn't look that much. Oh, there we go. I can start to see it now.
Quarantine checkpoint ahead. All vehicles must stop.
This is like the one place.
I'm like nervous, excited.
Yeah, it's like we've done all the right things and everything's fine.
Yeah.
We've done all the right things and everything's fine, and still I'm like, holy, I hope we've done everything.
Oh man, this is exciting. Here we go.
Thank God I got rid of all of our stuff, eh?
High vehicles.
Wide and high. Oh, you should be fine.
5 meter bro. We'd be right.
Ooh.
Everyone's rushing out. We got a newbies here.
Quarantine inspector. Oh.
This is like nerve-wracking. This has been so much leading up to this. I can't wait to put my foot down and go, boom, straight out of here. Boom.
Oh, he's got his mask. I reckon he's going to want to do your temperature and everything. I think he's checking out Rego.
Yeah, this is probably the most full-on check you'll probably get at this time of year.
Yeah, 100%.
Anywhere in Australia.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's so new. Yeah, good mate, yourself.
Good. Yeah, 4 passengers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, good. So here we do the quarantine inspection first up.
Yep.
And then once we're finished, you go over to the donga, and that's where the police do all the G2G pass.
Oh, yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. Do you have any fresh produce to declare?
No.
Veggies?
I gave it away this morning.
All are gone?
Yeah.
No worries, that's cool. And no honey?
No, I got rid of that too.
Yeah, plants and soil?
Yeah, nothing at all.
So that's cool. Okay, so you can turn the car off.
Yep.
Or if you're leaving the kids in, you can leave it on with the aircon.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
And because you'll have to wander over there. And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to have a look in your S-keys
Yep.
and in the caravan.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Cool.
Yep.
Just lots of beer, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right. No fish, no crabs, no prawns.
No.
Oh, what have you been doing?
Oh, we got one frozen barramundi, actually.
Oh, barramundi in the freezer.
Does that matter?
Is that alright?
If it's frozen, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's chuck the lights on for you. There you go. Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah, the baby clip.
And people say there's nothing in there, then all this stuff falls out.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all good.
Yeah, pretty empty.
Yeah, no, that's good. Well done.
So far, so good.
We don't have any illegal fruit and vegetables, so now we just have to see the coppers
Yeah, do our
for our
GGD
quarantine.
passes
Have you got your phone?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Happy days.
Don't really know where to go.
No.
Oh, I guess where it says entry.
Well, I'll tell you what, they were like the friendliest blokes I've ever met in my entire life.
Literally, they're the coolest cops ever.
They were really cool. detectives, and they'll just sit there like, yeah, cool, sweet ask us about YouTube and what we do and all that sort of stuff. So that turned out really cool.
We were looking through, we were talking about what we do with YouTube and everything, and then at that point he's like, I've got you up on the computer already. I'm looking through your website. He's already sussed it out on the laptop. I was like, how cool is this? I was like, are you a detective? And he's like, I actually am. I'm like, that makes sense then. We passed through, all's fine. Easy. It's not easy that scary.
Yeah,
so
don't stress too much. Yep. Easy as pie. Literally just looked in both our fridges just to check for anything. Had a look at the van. Went over there and did a bit of a police check. Done. Finished. Out of here in like, what, 15 minutes. So, yeah, happy days.
Yay.
WA, baby, let's go. Going in.
Looks like we're gonna have a white one.
Got a fancy white one.
It's gonna stand out and be so white.
I think I'm gonna have to get some spray paint out and maybe paint it up. Otherwise, it's gonna be this big white eyesore on the side. But at least we got power, which is amazing. Holy hell!
Although it's not as hot now as what it was.
Yeah,
it's just humid.
There is a big storm cell coming over in the next few days.
It's nice to be able to close everything up at least when it's absolutely like hammering down.
Yeah, but it's just nice to know that we got that aircon there if we do need it.
Yeah.
Which we probably most likely will. So all good. It's been fixed. We got a new extension lead and everything. So happy days.
He made us one.
Yeah, he made us one.
Get one in town, so he made it.
Yeah, they only had 10 amp ones, I think it was, and then he's put the 15 amp sort of plugs and everything on it, so it should work just as fine.
Good.
Yeah, happy days. Pays to know people, I tell you what. Right?
TST electrical guide.
We've collected a few bugs, but I must admit it's not as many as what, well, geez, even coming into Darwin.
Yeah, but have you seen your rims?
Yeah, they're full of them, eh? It's the weirdest thing.
Look at them all.
There's more on the wheel. Holy hell, look at them all. Like inside the rim. I get more on my rims than I do on the front of the car, which is just...
it must be the airflow with the front bar now.
Oh, who knows?
Like, I don't know.
It's crazy. I feel like you'd think the front of the car would be absolutely littered full of them. But if you look at the wheels, it's like 90% of them are on there.
How do they get in there?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Well, here we are. We are in WA and at the new caravan park. I don't know about you, but I don't think you can get any more, any more WA if you bloody tried. Check out the thing we've just parked right next to and under. Look at this thing. Holy. One of the biggest boab trees I have seen yet. There was quite a few driving in here, but that is massive. Look at this for bloody coverage. Hey? Gonna try and rip into the setup real quick because it looks like there's a massive storm way out the back there in brewing. So we've been told by quite a few people that there's that big low coming through here. And there's a potential for a cyclone, so we're gonna hang in here under one of the most durable trees you could possibly park under and see what this weather's going to do over the next 4 days.
If anything happens, the kids are safe, it's just us.
Yeah. I was just looking at these sites too. They got these sites here. It looks like concrete, but it's actually like, what would you call it, like mesh? Like garden mesh, I guess. And they put these down on the ground. So it's basically a mat already, which is kind of cool. So I'm happy about that. We don't have to put our mat out. And this site here is like literally level as plumb as. These sites are really nice. Oh, and once again, we have the caravan park to ourselves. So you got waterfront views, and then literally just here, all this fencing is the pool, which looks amazing. We might go over there shortly and check that out after we set up. It's like a little barbecue area. There's a nice big green field, all the chairs, and that's the office and stuff over there. And they got a cafe here too, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then 6 till 1
6 till 1 on weekends,
Saturday, I think. Yeah. So bloody hell, seriously, how cool.
It actually worked out really well. They've got a deal here at the moment. It was pay 3, stay 4. And we're a G'day Club member because it's a discovery park or at least a G'day park, whatever it is. But it was $105 for 4 nights.
Not bad, not bloody bad.
What's that, like $26 a night?
Yeah, that's really good.
For power and water.
Power and water, and you got all this. So for who's playing at home right now, if you don't know what this is, it's pork belly. So it's one of the fattier bits, but my goodness.
You wait till you see what we do to it.
Cooked the right way is by far the best bit of meat or pork you could eat.
So pretty much you just have to cube it probably a couple of centimetre pieces because they will shrink down as they cook. So you should have like cubes, but they need to all still be stuck together. So you just got one big chunk of meat, and then once you finish cubing them, so I'll probably do 2 more rows on this one, you salt it and you make sure you pat it dry, let it go to room temperature, and then chuck it in the air fryer. That's it. So you don't want them to disconnect. No. So just keep them together and just cut down to where that meat is.
Yeah, you're basically just cutting through the fat down to the meat.
There's probably someone freaking out that I'm going to cut myself because they know what I'm like. But I am a regular at doing this job. I'm good with this one.
Don't worry, I've got the first aid kit ready.
Our fast aid kit.
Fast aid kit.
We'll have to show you that at some point actually.
Yeah, we've actually upgraded.
Got a new first aid kit. Our air fryer isn't massive, so
yeah,
I've separated it into 2.
5 kilo.
Yeah. So
5 kilo air fryer, so that chunk there would almost be...
That's almost, maybe 1 less row would be perfect, but I could probably take off a row and put it with that one.
No, we'll have it sussed out and see. I reckon it'll be very close, but yeah. You can get much bigger. If you don't know what the air fryers are or you haven't seen them before, there are some really big setups out there because... I feel like
3 litre.
Is it 3 litre?
I think it's all 3.2.
Oh, it might be because Mum just got a 5 litre, didn't she?
Yeah.
So we've actually got the 3 litre, which is one of the smaller versions. But it sort of does everything we need, so we haven't needed to upgrade it. But there are some crazy setups out there.
They would have just seen my cat.
I missed that.
Slow-mo that.
Making a mess, mate. What are you doing? Alright, we'll keep step by stepping this.
There you go.
There you go.
I've just salted it. I'm just going to make sure it's all in the gaps a little bit. I don't do too much salt on these because they're like little pieces, and by the time you take it all apart it ends up being a bit salty.
So we've got the famous pork roast coming back out again. It's been a while actually.
Yeah, we haven't had one in a while.
So yes, we are cooking this and the pork belly. We're going to have a hell of a lot of pork tonight and the next day.
My dad is a big pork fan, so I can't put that in there. There's bottles in there. Can you open the... Ugh.
Most of you know we're quite famous for our roast pork, but for those who don't know, this is one of our favourite meals. This is probably by far one of our favourites.
Especially for the Ziggy anyway.
Yeah.
What, mate?
So we love our pork roast that much that we actually made a t-shirt out of it. So a lot of people know us for our pork roast. So if you haven't seen the shirt, jump over to our website, bigozexplorers.com.
I'll put a link up the top.
Yeah, put a link up the top here, and we'll show you exactly what we're talking about. And yeah, it pretty much sums us up when it comes to food. We got our favourite food, favourite drink, and it's cooked in one of our favourite barbecues. So it's everything in one, so it's perfect. But yeah, we'll show you how we go through the process of this too, because quite a few people do hit us up if there's any tips and tricks, and just to get that perfect crackle, because everybody knows pork crackle, it's all about that skin.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, you can't have the good crackle to go with the meat. It's just not the same. So as you can see, we've got the paper towel there. We've basically just dried that skin as much as possible. Shana's just making a few more cuts in there because they normally don't come with enough. So I think there was only about 4 on there when it first got in.
You can see there's one there, one there, one there.
Yeah, it's not
like
enough.
Nothing. And I cut all the way down, so cut all the way so you can actually see the meat in there.
Yeah.
And you want to get salt in amongst all that as well. So
yeah, make sure that salt gets right down in between all those gaps. But yeah, the more cuts basically, the better it'll come out, because it's gonna really penetrate that skin, the heat, and that's what you want. got the Ziggy out, ready to go. I'm going to preheat that soon. And then we got the air fryer I was talking about, which is over here. This is that little 3 kilo one I was talking about. Pretty sure we got it from Big W or Kmart, one of those. But yeah, it's about the size of it there. If you can see that on the GoPro. Still a fair size, you can fit a fair bit in there. But yeah, it's got all your settings on there. You know, chips, meat, seafood. You can do baking, fish, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. Righto, the time has finally come.
Time for some pork belly.
Yeah.
So I've got this is our air fryer.
Yeah, I've done a bit of a once over.
Oh, okay. Right, well I won't do that again for you. So I've got 25 minutes on the clock. It's at 200 degrees. I've had it preheating for about 10 minutes just so it's nice and warm. And here's our pork belly that I prepared earlier. So it's been sitting inside. It looks cold still because it's so hot out here, but it's been sitting inside. It's come to room temperature. So I'm going to just do one at a time because I won't be able to get both in. My hands are clean anyway. Here it's sizzling. That'll be fine. So you just kind of want to make sure that every piece is kind of facing upwards if possible, like the actual rind. Just get it to face upwards. That'll shrink down now and chuck it back in. I'll show you that in, what, 20 to 25 minutes.
He is still alive.
It's a kid's life.
Right, so, what are we up to?
Oh, look. Oh, yeah, it's coming along now.
Get there.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually take this out of here. I'm going to chop it up like I said I would. I'm going to put in that second batch and put them in for about 20-25 minutes as well. I don't think the other one will take so long. They're a bit thinner. And then I'll put both of them in together when they're all chopped up and that crisps up everything. So that's my plan. I'll show you after I've chopped up the second lot what I've done. Righto, chopped them all up. You see some are a bit rawer than others. Some are nice and brown, some aren't. So basically I just put them back in. So it's the same way you cook chips now. Chuck them in. So I'll put them in for maybe 20 minutes. I'll check them about halfway through and give them a bit of a like ruffle up, but they should come out really good.
Now, I've preheated this big bad boy. I've got it on low, but it's sitting at about 180. So it's like just a normal oven setup. But this thing retains its heat so well. That's why I love Ziggy's for the good old roast. So Sian just brought out the roast for me because I'm a little preoccupied. And literally, it's as simple as that. Straight in, whack her on high, and don't look at it. If you want to look at it, there's a little peephole around the back there if you want to have a bit of a gander. That's it. That easy.
Now we wait.
If anything, it's more the preparation that's more the key. So yep. Cooking it with a Ziggy, piece of cake. Absolute piece of cake.
Can you tell Chris is into this? He's already recording it. Can you see what's coming?
Well, hello, hello, hello. What have we here? It's a bloody good looking Ranger, I tell you what.
It's so weird to see the Ranger again.
Oh, isn't it?
You want to see what I've done?
Oh, this is like the best moment ever. Let's go. What do we got?
So good. You really want to see what I've done?
No, I'm going to see you later.
Oh, I'll catch you then. Not really. Check it out.
Man, look at that.
It smells amazing.
So they're all crackly. They're all crispy.
Perfection.
So the other really cool thing about the air fryer, if you've not seen or used one before, hang on, move back. Hang on. Can you see all the oil in there? So that's all the excess fat that normally you've still got in it, but with an air fryer it kind of gets rid of it. So pretty cool. That's our afternoon tea.
Oh, grab one over there.
Yeah, get a beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do have one. Ugh. My dad's just rocked up with us, so we're doing this and we've got a roast on and everything. We're doing kind of like a family night tonight, so yeah.
So we got the pork belly bites, we got the roast on over here, yep. Jack's in the car screaming, we got the old Ranger, and we got the caravan, so everything is happening today.
Yum! I want to eat them.
Big old day, big old night I should say, coming up. So we got plenty of pork on the go. Beers are in the fridge cold. We got the old ranger, we got the family, got everyone here, so let's do it.
So we're here at Molly Spring, just parked up, you can see behind us. So the track in isn't too bad, there's a few little rocks and things and a tiny water crossing, what it would have been like 10 centimetres deep or something. Yeah. But you could come here in a high clearance 2-wheel drive car, I'd say, with no problems. It's about 3 k's off the highway. And there's good parking. Yeah. And then as you come in, it's like just a sandy pathway sort of thing. But then as you come in, there's actually some tables and a barbecue area. And then you just walk through. Yeah, the barbecues are. The table used to be here though. So you just walk down this little pathway, just follows the riverbed down to the springs. Be careful, you got a lot of valuables on your back. Probably more me that we need to worry about, if I'm honest. You can actually swim in this area. I don't know how much you'd be able to see through the camera, but there's like kind of a deep bit right in the middle and then the rest is all quite shallow. You did it! So just keep in mind, this isn't pram friendly. But it's definitely walkable. It's not walkable. What do you reckon?
Bloody beautiful, isn't it?
I think it's worth it. It was worth that drive.
I thought it'd be a little bit bigger, but it's actually quite good for the size of it. You can still fit quite a few people in here and have a nice little swim around.
Check out my mozzie bite. It's ridiculous. Even the camera's actually focusing on it. There's like something about the mozzies here, hey. I've been eaten like 6 times and they all look like that. And I'm not normally that bad, but here, like they're so bad. So spray your red Bushman's off, whatever it is you use. Seriously.
I think there's not only the mosquitoes, there's like almost normal looking flies, but they're dark coloured.
Yeah, they're in disguise.
And they're like a march fly or a horse fly. They bite you or sting you.
Yeah.
I got done a couple times with my legs. Like I don't normally get done by those sort of things very often, but
it bloody hurts.
So just coming back from the Molly Springs, and this is literally just, if I just spin around, that's our caravan park right there. That's the entrance. And this has got a nice little playground. It looks like a workout station over here too. Celebrity Tree Park.
And every tree's been put in by a celebrity.
Oh, there you go. Bloody hell. Every tree has been put in by a celebrity in this park, which makes sense why they called it that. I wonder who the celebrities were. Made possible with funding from the Shire of Wyndham East, Kimberley, royalties and regions. Yeah, interesting. The toilets. Wow. Look at that, Jack. It moves and it's got steering wheels. Holy! Big steering wheel. It's a bit wobbly for you, mate. Yeah, how cool's that? Brum, 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 brum. Well, Jack will be there for the next 3 hours. Yeah, if you got kids looking for something to do, kill a bit of time, bit of energy, straight across from the Kimberley Caravan Park. Not bad at all. It's probably one of the bigger ones I've seen yet. Peekaboo! What are you doing? Hi. Ah! Ah! What's this? Come on, come here. Jack, come here. Come here. Yeah.
You're pushing on
Put his legs down. His legs up still. There you go. Woohoo!
Good boy.
Is that good, Jack?
I was holding him and he's like, don't. Stop holding me.
Don't come near me! Oh, in front of me.
Ready? Love your swing. Whee! I don't think you'll be able to climb this one.
No, it's pretty steep.
I did it.
You're a big girl.
Spin around.
Whee!
I don't know what's that.
Come on. Ready?
Yeah.
More?
He's loving it.
He loves high adrenaline, eh?
Yeah. So we're away from the kids tonight. The advantage of having grandparents around is that they sometimes babysit for you. So
Oh, it's been a godsend.
yeah.
Doesn't happen very often.
So
Take it while we can.
we thought we'd tell you about a place that's in town that I think a lot of people don't know about, but it's kind of come about in the last year or two. This is Sporty. So this is actually the local sports clubs. They do all the football games, cricket, everything here. Generally speaking, you have to be a member, but if you're on the road, there's a really cool deal happening, which is a part of it. Like, it's legit. You can pay $5 and be a member for 12 weeks. So
Yeah.
we've paid our $5 to be members here.
Because you have to be a member before you can get in.
Kind of like RSLs and things. You need to be a member.
Yeah.
So Friday nights is the good night here. Friday of early afternoon into the evening is kind of more of a pub feel, I guess you'd say, and they've got
Bit more
live music.
atmosphere. Yeah, a bit of music.
Families,
Yeah.
dinners, stuff like that. And then later on tonight, it turns into more of like a club atmosphere. So all the young kids come out then and like spend the night in there, and they get a DJ and all the lights going and stuff. So it changes. But if you're in town, this is a cool one to check out. There's 2 pubs in town, but there's also this sports club, and I think a lot of people miss this one. So
Yeah. It's a bit of a shame, but it's good because it's not that far away. It's got heaps of stuff here. It's good to go. So yeah.
We actually came here last week as well, and we had a couple of meals and stuff. They've got a new chef in. What else? There's a
Food
new
was
manager
actually
in.
really good, yeah.
And maybe this is a bit biased, but my dad is like the president of the committee, so he doesn't actually get paid to do it, but he's put a lot of time and effort in. And I remember coming here probably 8 to 10 years ago, and it was kind of like a TAB, whereas now it's got a real atmosphere. It really shows what Kununurra is about, and like the families that are here and stuff, because there's a lot of travelling young families here. So
Oh, it's always good. Well, look at us. We pull into most towns and we go to the pub and check it out and have a few beers and something to eat. So it's what it's all about. So this is just another one of those good spots.
Yeah. But come in, have a look around, and if you're in town, definitely check it out. It's really cool. We've decided.
Well, first of all, we're going for a bit of a drive around today, just checking out a few things we haven't seen yet. And Kelly's Knob was on the list. So Kelly's Knob, in a nutshell, basically is a lookout. It's the highest lookout in Kununurra, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but it also has 4G towers there, so people have phone service and that.
That's where all the communications go on top of this hill, which is massive. It's actually quite high. But the thing about this is, we thought we'd come up and have a look. We thought we'd be able to drive at least halfway up and get a bit of a half decent view. And we've literally... We've
not come far
We
at
haven't
all.
even come like probably 50 metres, and it's to a dead end. And it's got this sign here, Kelly's Knob walking track. Allow 1 hour, 1.2 kilometres. And from where we are standing here, we'll show you when we get around the corner here and show you how far that is up there. And there's little walking tracks that look like little Lego pieces because they're so far away.
Up like a cliff face.
Yeah. So we thought,
let's make it fun.
Yeah, let's do something really different. And it's a bit of fun for you guys to watch. And it's going to be a bit of exercise for us. If you know where I'm going with this, I think we're going to do a challenge.
Yeah, so just for anyone who watches other YouTube channels, this started because we watched Sailing La Vagabond.
Yeah.
And they did a competition to do this really high peak, and whoever lost had to get buzzed in the butt with a drone.
Chased around by a drone with their pants down.
We were like, let's do a Kununurra version of this. However, I'm not keen on the drone thing.
No, we're gonna
figure out something else.
We're gonna figure something else out.
I love my butt and I don't want it droned because I reckon I could lose.
I'm just thinking about it now, and I'm gonna make a thing on the socials so everybody can put in their 2 cents and tell us what the loser should get. And we'll leave it up to you guys, because I reckon this could go so many different ways. Yeah, this is a challenge. This is a good challenge.
I don't know who's going to do it faster or slower though.
That's the whole reason of doing a challenge.
It's not even a long walk in the great scheme of things. It's 1.2 Ks, but when you look at the track, it looks hectic.
It's all the way up this huge hill.
Neither of us are fit. We're not into
fitness.
Fit.
That's about as fit as I go.
I'm not even that. So, we will see.
But yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave it in your guys' hands, and we're going to pick the best one, and we're going to make that the loser's thing to do. What do you reckon? Yeah, that's a yes.
I'm not happy about it, but okay.
Yeah.
You guys need to be nice, hey? Because if it's just remember, it might not be Chris that loses. It could be me.
It could be anybody. We don't know yet.
Oh, it's just
But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a big challenge. And we're going to do, I don't know how we're going to do it. We'll probably do one each day.
So it's early. It's too hot to do it in the middle of the day.
You got to utilise that really early morning start. And if someone's home to look after the kids, they can run off and do that.
There's another variable. I'm not a morning person.
Oh, jeez. I feel like someone's losing out hardcore here.
I'm preparing myself for the worst.
But anyway, all right, let's do it. Yep. Challenge.
Okay.
So we'll pick a day. Don't know when, but it will be soon. And we'll film what we can of it, and we'll go from there. And then you guys can pick what the loser gets in return.
That's funny.